Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
It's up, bro.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, and the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful. And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed.
Chris Godwin, he tore his ACL out.
Blocking is taking care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mo Jr.
Rodgers again now. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Yeah. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Hit that. Oh, I did that so you can.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there.
Oh,
the defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Throwing is Rodgers. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted,
and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler. A 23-yard run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And penalty markers down to the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Rodgers going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Why he got a timeout?
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0. Fairbairn with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game,
now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20.
No.
And he's into the end zone. It's a full return for 6.
Oh, shut up.
Touchdown.
No.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us,
And you could have scored off that pick.
They
You
flip it
wouldn't
to
got
the
no
kicker.
way.
He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they try the right side here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Niggas just fumbles?
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive ahead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. But the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Deron Payne, his second sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Damn.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They go play action. Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield off the play fake. This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That was
And
horrible,
he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft down that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He gets this one to Boyd. Oh, he gets free left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Out of his ass, no way.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I feel like I'm cool that back in 2015.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Escaping the pressure, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 43 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to to 6 points for the Raiders. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. One final try now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Let me know if you play the Super Bowl.